Being a startup founder, the only mantra an entrepreneur should have is they should celebrate exit and not funding. Started in 1997, running many companies. I think it was inbuilt for me to do something big. The hobby, includes off-roading, traveling, and to do something which nobody has ever done. I live in Gurgaon with my wife, Srijana, coming from Calcutta, and I'm very passionate about building something which I can leave back and call a legacy of my own. Hi, I'm Vikas Bagaria. I'm the founder of PeeSafe, India's leading feminine hygiene brand.
Hi everyone. Today we have with us Mr. Vikas Bagaria, the founder of PeeSafe. From being a serial entrepreneur who's extremely passionate and perseverant to being a loving husband who knows how to spend quality time with his family. He has not only done well for himself but also helped a lot of startups. Rather, he was the first one to believe in our venture too, that is United We Care. One line that Vikas quotes very often is, "Connect with me if you want to know how to build a profitable business and a product which touches human lives." Please join me in welcoming Mr. Vikas Bagaria. Hi Vikas, thank you so much for coming on our show. Lovely to have you here. So Vikas, I remember, we discussing about PeeSafe products, around few years back, and then you had only women hygiene products. Post that you have men hygiene, you have adult diapers, and the latest one is Domina, right? Yes. And it's a women's condom, so it's perfect. I love the way you're expanding your products and helping everyone. So would you like to tell us about Domina?
So Domina is actually, women condom. What do we see in the world that a woman has to really negotiate for safe sex and unwanted pregnancy? Yes. So this gives an empowerment to a woman that they don't have to beg to their partners to wear a condom if they want to have safe sex or unwanted pregnancy. I think that's the reason, and that's the feedback we have listened to our consumers and customers, and that is how Domina is there. Domina means dominant, and of course it's the last three letters of word vagina condom.
Wow, I believe the word was absolutely thoughtful. The name given to it was absolutely thoughtful, and I think a lot of people will be making use of it because it's not only the men who can use a condom now, it's going to be the women too. So it's great. We would love to know about your professional journey, Vikas, and what have you achieved? What did you think you will achieve? And how's the year gone by?
Still I'm learning a lot of stuff. Being born into an entrepreneur family, learning businesses on the breakfast table. Started way back just after my college when I did my post-graduation in Calcutta. I'm coming from Calcutta. Okay. Born and brought up in Calcutta. Typical Calcutta Marwadi or businessman, you can say that. I always call myself a businessman. I started when there was no word called startup. So log bolte the ki,
yes.
Yeah. So people used to say that you are. What are you going to do? I said I want to do business, and now people say that I want to do startups, right?
So everybody is into startups.
Absolutely. So I started way back in 97, started one of my company, and then moved to Gurgaon, Delhi in 2000, early 2000, started a contract with Airports Authority of India. And then in 2002, I did a tie with an American company for conditional based monitoring systems. And of course, in 2013, when Srijana, my wife, suffered from UTI in one of the travel, that's where the idea of PeeSafe toilet seat sanitizer came. And from then till now, I think it's a great journey.
Which is wonderful. It is such a practical, product which every woman really needs today. And I'm so glad that you're coming out with your thoughts, because there are a lot of people who've been thinking of startups and who think there are so many challenges that come their way. But I love your positivity and your timeline tracking of what you want to do and what have you done and what you want to achieve in this year maybe.
In this year, I don't know, but in my life, I can tell you that I want to leave behind a legacy. I want to live behind an enterprise where people will say that I have created something and it can go on. So I think I'm building up India's own, the world's one of the finest feminine hygiene brand. And that's what I'm going to leave behind.
Indeed, it is going to be a legacy, Vikas, indeed. So Vikas, how does your typical day look like?
Okay, so I do work long hours, but I think I get up very early, coming from Calcutta. And my college used to start at 6 o'clock in the morning.
6 a.m. Really? Yes. Oh my God.
St. Javier's, Calcutta, it started at 6 and gets over at 9:40. So I have a habit of waking up very early. Being a sportsman also, I used to do that. So right now I get up at around 4:30, sometimes 4 o'clock.
That's like late night.
Early morning. I finish up all my emails actually,
Wow, yes.
and I think by 7 o'clock I'm almost free. Go for a little stroll. Hardly I go for, whenever Sheena beats me up, I go for a stroll. Otherwise, I finish up everything which I want to do in that 1.5 hours.
Wow.
Speak to my dad off and on, and be ready for the day.
Very nice.
I start very early in office as well. I'm by 9 o'clock I'm in office. And of course, the normal course of businesses. Of course, social media, LinkedIn and other stuff, which also takes my time because you have to remain in social media as well.
Absolutely.
By the evening, I work till around 6-7 o'clock, and I'm back home by 7:30. Then I spend time with my wife. We chit chat, and of course catch up some movies or some series, and go back to sleep again. I think you'll curse me, but I sleep late again at around 12ish. But again, I get up. I need to change myself, but yes, I sleep very less.
But what a beautiful work-life balance. I mean, you start the day with getting up early, managing work, then going for a walk, speaking to family, which is so important, and then going for work, doing your work again, coming back home, spending time with your wife, watching movies, which is also very important, right? You want to end your day in a very nice way rather than with that tension in your head. So this might be a story of a successful entrepreneur who knows how to balance his work and life and create positivity by the end of the day. So Vikas, in your professional life, has there been any point of time where you felt emotionally low? And if that has happened, how did you deal with it?
It happened many a times, but I can tell you one incident which was way back in 2002 when I tied up with an American company, and I wanted to bring that product in India. That point I was running one other business, but I wanted to expand myself. It was into conditional based monitoring system. After 6 months, I couldn't make a single invoice, and 10 months passed. My friends and family started telling me, you should not waste your energy. I was feeling so low during it, but my will, and I kept on seeing people getting success from that product outside India. 12th month passed, not a single invoice. I was investing a lot of money, not a single revenue, you can say that. My father said, why don't you go back to the current business again? But 15th month, I was meeting people, was not getting anything. Srijana said, you know what, I think it's time that we should quit this particular business. It's not going to happen. And I said, and then I gave 3 months to myself. And on the 18th month, I still remember that moment, that period when I got a call from a company based out of Pondicherry that they want some product, and it was some 1,000 rupees. But the product was such that it needs to be hand delivered, and I was only trained to deliver that product. I took a 36-hour journey to deliver it, came back by flight. Again, I got a call to do that same journey of 36 hours. I think that made me what I am today, and that business is one of my best business so far. And why it happened and why I continue doing it, because my father said that why don't you be always or look into how a coal miner dig a mine. Nowadays what happens is if somebody starts doing something, they will do for two months, 3 months, they'll stop and start doing something new, right? But they don't know that after 6 months there is a success. So I just kept on going.
Absolutely.
So I believed in that. Whatever you do, always believe that if you have started something, finish it.
How inspiring was that? Perseverance is something that one has to believe in. And you are a true example of how you face challenges, and everybody told you that no, it's not going to work, and yet you believed in yourself and you started it, so you wanted to finish it well, and that was only through his will and perseverance that he achieved it. And if that's the most successful business today, hats off to you, sir. So Vikas, 2020 has been an year which I don't think any of us can ever forget, How was it for you? How was 2020 for you?
Unfortunately, it was good for me. Why I'm saying unfortunately, because I don't wanted this incident to happen. Because we being in hygiene industry, we had a tailwind. We had a lot of sanitizers and masks and all.
Oh yes.
So we were there. I remember around 3rd of March when first COVID case came into India. I remember we were shipping around 500 orders a day. But that day we received 40,000 orders in one day.
500 to 40,000.
40,000 orders, and we have to shut our website. Everyone landed on in our warehouse. Even our chartered accountant, in-house chartered accountant, CS, everyone was sitting on the floor, and they were packing stuff to ship it out. We cancelled around 30,000 orders. We could only ship 10,000 orders, because then the lockdown was about to happen on 25th of March.
Yes, I remember.
I think we were only shut down for 3 days. I myself led the torch, went out, met with the DC Gurgaon and got an approval to open the store, because we had sanitizer and mask, and we can't just keep it there, because people wanted, people were panicking. And I think that's the 3 days only we were shut down. I think 29th of March we opened, and where we are.
Yes, I remember seeing one of your posts, Vikas, where you were there in the warehouse wearing that PPE kit and with the entire team. And I'm so glad that you were there, because you could have easily said that this is the order and do it. But being a leader that you are, you actually showed the real sense there. That during COVID times, during the lockdown, he was there with his team wearing the PPE kit, taking the same risk as his team, but being there to deliver orders, and that too for the betterment of everybody with respect to sanitizers and masks.
A leader in the time of distress, he has to be at the front.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what we did. Srijana and myself, we were bringing food for our people. We are not allowing them to eat outside. And in the time when everything is good, I think a leader needs to step back and let them lead it. I think that's what I have learned over the time, and that's what we did.
No wonder you are where you are, Vikas. So much to learn from you. And not only me, I'm sure everybody who's watching this show would have been so inspired by whatever you've done in life. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy what you achieve in life, but you only achieve it when you're so perseverant around it.
Okay.
So we have some 10 questions, and you just have to keep giving us very quick answers.
Sure.
Perfect. So let's start with the first one. If you were to meet with an investor who's willing to invest a huge sum in your business, but he has anger issues, would you go for him or not? And why?
If he's Elon Musk, I won't mind his anger.
Great answer. Okay, perfect. What do you value in an employee? Patience or speed, and why?
Patience, because that's what my journey is all about. Speed thrills but kills.
Oh wow, I love that thought. Speed thrills but kills. Patience is something that you definitely need. Okay, next question. What is that one food you will reach out to after a maddening day at work? I'm really interested to listen to this one.
I'm a chef's husband, but I can tell you that coming from Calcutta, the only food and only thing which I need when I go back home is a jhalmuri.
Oh, how sweet, how nice. And I'm sure Srijana
prepares
it very, very
absolutely,
well.
Absolutely, yes.
So what is the virtue that you lack which your partner makes up for?
It's very strange, and you'll laugh at it. I'm a spendthrift and she's not.
Oh,
so she
really?
always controls me of my spend. I think if there is a saving is what she does it and I'm not.
That's very good. One has to balance it, right? So great. So your favorite quote about emotional well-being?
You should not struggle in silence.
You should not struggle in silence. Wow. Okay, make noise. I'm going to make noise when I struggle. I'm going to come to you only, Vikas.
Absolutely.
Your definition of success?
Honesty, trust, loyalty.
Wow, great. Your ideal way to unwind on a Sunday afternoon? Oh, you love sleeping because you hardly sleep.
Yeah, I hardly sleep on the daily routine, and so Sunday afternoon, of course, I want to go for a siesta. Yeah.
Great. Choose one, sleep or party. I think I know the answer. Yeah. Yoga or gym?
Yoga.
Okay, wonderful. Friends or pets?
Both.
Absolutely, love it. I love pets too. I think you have a 10 on 10. Undoubtedly, you really.
I'm getting a hamper?
That's okay in the next show. But thank you so much, Vikas.
Thanks for having me.
You have been really motivating, not only in this show, but I just want this to reach out to as many people as possible to hear your story. It's not been an easy journey. You have gone through lows, but you fought it out. And that's what we, through our platform, United We Care, are telling people: talk to families, speak it out, and fight your challenges and be happy. Make happiness your first priority. Thank you.